Hey, y'all, hey. Hello. I missed you guys. I missed everyone. We are back with another reality imbalance words of power oracle reading. This time we're going to do a 9 card drawing of this words of power oracle reading. Thank you guys for all of my new subs. Thank you guys for all of the likes. Thank y'all. I've been seeing all of your messages. So I'm checking all of my emails and getting back to you, okay? I normally give up to 24 hours to respond to all of the emails. Okay, we're back. So, like I said, I have up to 24 hours to get back to you guys with your email. So, bear with me. Sometimes it'll range between 5 minutes up until 2 hours. So, it'll always vary, okay, from message to message. But know that the 24 hours, the max turnaround time for my response to you guys, okay? So, yes, I received your messages. Yes, I'm getting back to all of your replies. Alrighty. So, let's get it again. Let's get it again. Let's do it again with number 9. Not only is the frequency of the year, but it's the frequency of the day. There's actually a beautiful connection with the number 9 and the Jupiter and Thursday frequency today. High spirituality, high access to the higher points in this purple range, right? Some things we don't even need to say. We can just show it with colors and we can show it with numbers for the language because it has its own communication as well, depending on the context, right? So today is given like a Saturn day, but it's given like a purple day, like a purple fluid day, which gives like royalty, alrighty, and all those aspects that deals with royalty, being true to yourself, being true to your ancestors, and being true to your purpose. All right. So let's get into it. One of my goals is to educate and motivate individuals to work towards a balanced lifestyle. So, in that way, you can always discover a path to operate on from the highest aspects of yourself by lifting your spirits, keeping your spirits elevated. Therefore, it could never penetrate in the low depths of oneself reaction and impulsivity and reaction of not intellectually thinking of how free you are by choosing yourself. By choosing yourself, by choosing your peace, by choosing your goals. So operate from the highest aspects of yourself, whatever that means for you, of making your day happy and pleasant and pursuing your goals. Part of my goals, okay, is not only to educate and motivate you guys, but I really enjoy being around and seeing people operate from the highest aspects of themselves. So it's more like optimism and never like pessimism. Pessimistic is a red flag. Is a red flag. It's a red flag. So my being, my surrounding, my unit are from the beings who always operate from solutions, problem solvers, operating from the highest functions of themselves, operating from the highest fields of themselves. Resiliency, anything that has to do with that Sagittarius type of frequency or energy. So, anyway, thanks y'all for being here and thumbs up the video. So, here are my hello in Russia. Shout out. Here are my reality imbalance. Where's the power oracle reading cards? There's 54. Reality imbalance. Words of power oracle reading cards. There's 54. They are affirmations. They are powerful. They are um, lightning bolts mainly. Okay, where we have access to the high acuity of oneself, decoding the shadow codes. Okay, finding the inspiration and the motivation that's always here surrounding it, surrounding our life, surrounding our lifestyles, right? So we can read those shadow code messages through my oracle cards. It's cracking over there in Arizona. I have never been to Arizona. That's what's up. How you doing? Good morning. Oh yeah, I think it's 11 o'clock, but it's close enough to be morning. Good morning, and it may be Friday for y'all, but we're still operating on both days, Thursdays and Fridays. Sometimes these days be running together, which is even better because you can power up double time, y'all. Okay, so we're doing an oracle reading. We're going to do a 9 card oracle reading. So I chose this 9 card is because it's a 9 day and it's the 9 year. And within these 9 cards, you can find so many transformations, right? So many inspirations, but 9 reflects transformations, right? Everybody want to transform. Everybody want to level up. Everybody want to get to the next level. So the number 9 is right there where you are right on the edge of receiving your crafts and your gifts, and now you're ready to step it up a higher level. Okay, playing a whole other different ball game and field. So that's why I chose the number 9, y'all. What's up, Mr. Mick Swagger? So within this 9 oracle card reading, we'll get all the aspiration and frequency that one can need. So, what is it? I give thanks, ancestors. We give thanks to the higher spirits and gratitude in this Words of Power Oracle reading. What are the messages that you would like for us to know? Is there anything that are most important that's coming out today? I am present. I embrace my talents. Yo, here we go. Here we go. The day is very, very pleasant. It's getting better. It's getting better. Thank you. I am balanced. Of course. Yes, indeed. I am balanced. I am grounded. I'm only laughing because those first 2 cards, you already know the deal. It's in the frequency. So, how's your day, Jesse? Where are you at? What's up, Bird? My life is in process, right? Okay. So far we have 4 cards, 5 more to go. I don't want to mix up my readings. Thank you. Gratitude for all these messages that we're receiving so fast, recepting where you are, and being resourceful. I'll show you guys the board in a little bit. I like how they land in positioning. Haven't really gotten to the numbers yet. So 3 more. I am balanced. I am spiritually connected. Gratitude. 2 more cards, y'all. What are the last final cards that you would like for us to operate on or to further communicate on? Okay, that's going to bridge everything together on this board. Make it like a nice little storybook, like a little sentence, in a way that one can all graduate and maintain. Okay, maintain. Always maintaining and always expanding, right? So, one more card. Oh, shit. No, that's 9 cards. Let me show y'all what we got. Where are you from? I am from where the Goodyear blimps used to fly, but I'm not there anymore. I am from where the Goodyear blimps used to fly, baby. That robust area where the so-called middle class elevated at one point in time, but is no longer there. Turned into a whole bunch of gangs and law enforcement because ain't no jobs over there anymore. Okay, so let's see. I am present with my thoughts. It's the first one. So 1 and 0. Man, we did this earlier. We were talking about that. So this is key and so inspirational for it to be the first card, being present where you are. I am present in your thoughts, meaning that you have the ability to change anything by being present, changing yourself, changing your ideas, changing the quality of your life by just being present with you, being present with your existence. Being present is being present with your thoughts. Thank you. What is the truth? Okay. So the first card is always the most strongest, the most inspirational card that comes out. So this is a good start. And with 10-2, we're dealing once again with ones and zeros, the phallus in the womb. So we're dealing with those operational energies that are working with themselves. So it reminds me a lot of like a twin service or like a madrasa service to functionalities like water and fire, man or woman that are coming together here in this function, this level. So 2 functions are very much operating, right? Number 1. The second card here is 5. I embrace my talents. And I'm just going to laugh because the last 2 times I embrace my talents came out And it's number 5. So still it's like this change. So it's like this newness or this awareness of embracing your talents. Um, because this is like an awareness of knowing. The first card is I am present. Now that you are present, you are able to relax, chill back. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry and be full of anxiety, and embrace the skills that you know that will help you. Okay. Elevate your own self, embrace your divine purpose in this moment in your time, embrace your talents, whatever that may be. We all got so many different skill sets and talents. So here in this 5 frequency, I say it is new because 5 is change. Whenever I see 5, 23 here has 5. So this is like a new change, a new functionality here. Plus, it's only like the second card too. So that's just telling me like, okay, that is what's majorly going on right now. Being present, you can relax. Now you can get into your bag. Now you can get into your true self, into your talents. Third card is being balanced. Number 7, perfect. Now we got the street fighter perfect here. All right. You are balanced and grounded, meaning you are operating from all fields and levels without it operating you. All right. You have the ability to operate from the highest and from the lowest without it operating you. Okay. People be thinking like balance is like meditating all day, kumbaya, sending out prayers and gratitude. Good luck with that. Honestly, seriously, no, good luck with that. Life will show you that you will always tilt it one way or the other. It'll be somewhat kind of like unwavering bull fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to be stable and grounded 24/7 in the fact where you're living in all grace and gratitude, all love and compassion, unless you are really living in solitary confinement as a Buddhist or someone who is off of the grid and away from all this frequency levels of different people. So when I say that I am balanced in this number 725, meaning that you have the ability and capability to operate from high to low and to center without it affecting you. So you can be a billionaire and let it not affect you. You can be hand to mouth, hopefully not, or you can just go lower somebody else's vibration, you know what I'm saying, and it still not affect you. We're not talking about living from hand to mouth. No, no, no. We're talking about going to the depths of levels of other things and distractions that are low vibrational. You can go there too, but let it not affect you. You can view it too and observe it too, but let it not affect you. So being balanced is being grounded, being able to operate and in this very fixed way. Okay. Gratitude. So the next card is stage. What stage, yo? What's your capital? Salem. I had to think about that. All right, so my life is in process. Again, a number 10. So we have two tens here. My life is in process. It's continuing. So all right, you're still getting a do-over. It's in process. It's still working out for yourself. You're not dead. You're still alive. You're still breathing. You're waking up every day. So give grace and gratitude that your life is in process and it's carrying on into these next moments, right? You're not incapacitated. You have the ability to work towards something. This is like a working every day, working towards something, working things out, processing your life. It's the complete opposite of just letting life take over you. This is you operating your own life, right? In a way that is functioning. You're not lazy. Ultimately, you're not lazy. You're working towards your life here. Number 19 is still 10. We're still using 10. I like to just narrow these numbers down to like the smallest units, right? So 19 for me is 10. So this is the second 10 on the board. Today, I accept where I am. This is still like the first card. This is almost still like the first card, right? So letting you guys know we're on the second row. We just finished the top row. That's the first 10 that we were talking about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. being balanced, right? Your life being in process, still working out. You're not lazy. You're not waiting for something to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? You making that shit happen. So 26, today I accept where I am. Accepting yourself, accepting what is going on with you, accepting that you got a bald head. You know what I'm saying? Accepting that you got this big ass house. You know what I'm saying? You got this Ferrari. You did. You know what I'm saying? I accept that. I accept that I am in the career, or I am doing the business, or I am in school, or that I am doing all the good things and I am happy about it. I accept that. Okay, we accept that. Accept it. Don't allow externals or anything, some projections to make you feel like you aren't valid or you're not valuable in the acceptance of the better and brighter things. What else did you think that I was going to say about accepting where you are? Accept the greatness, accept the highest aspects of yourself. You know what I'm saying? What you thought I was going to say? Accept something lower? Today, I accept where I am. You see that I am at the bottom, where I am, baby, where I am. So whatever high depiction you are, your work, your job, your kids, yourself, your life, your breath, baby. Okay, it's an elevation. I share gratitude. Gratitude. It's an elevation because I accept that. I accept my greatness. We're not talking about nothing but greatness right now when I see this card. Number 8, right? So we have 26, number 8. And that's why I was saying that this card reminds me of the first card that came on the board about being present, because it's being in the operational field of the mental mind, of that third eye chakra, you know what I'm saying? Right there with that purple aura, that indigo, okay? the higher the higher levels of your frequency, okay, is dealing with the magic mind. Is what I like to call it, the magic mind, the magical mind. Being present, okay, is accepting where you are, baby. Accept where you are, accept your greatness, okay? Anything that's going on, accept your greatness, and fuck the fuck shit. All right, so what's the next card? The next card, is I Am Resourceful, which is another beautiful card. This is in alignment with I Am Balance. To me, that's the feeling. Okay. But this is a number 6. So it's a definitely balance, right? 6 equals balance for me right now, this moment, right? 3 and 3, divine unity on both ends. You know what I'm saying? You got all those three um, higher levels on two fields, just or two columns. Just think about it like that. So you're balancing that way into operational fields, higher fields. Some people ain't even operating from one field. So to operate from this balanced 6 fields is 2 higher fields of being resourceful. So you're being resourceful here in the physical and in the spiritual as well. So you have resources, which is so much validation in the spiritual realm, your ancestors, the angels, whatever you call those beautiful beings, that is um, the so-called watchers that's really watching and observing you, sharpen your skills, sharpen your masteries, right? So in the spiritual, they are giving you and feeding you resourcefulness through your creativity, through embracing your talents, right? And then in the physical, you are resourceful for real. You want not, you have not, and that is transforming your mind and embracing the greater things that you have working for you right now. Because even just with those shorts, long, whatever you perceive as small skills right now, even just a glimmer or sparkle of that, that you can uplift and raise and uplift to like a higher, a bigger thing, right? Just something, all you need is like a little glimmer. You know what I'm saying? And operate from that. You know what I'm saying? Something so small, you dig? Even if it's big, you operate from that. But if you don't have anything that's big, you're operating from small and you focus on that, you highlighted that. You know what I'm saying? You make it bigger. Whatever's great, that we all got something great going on. So ultimately, you being resourceful in this physical, right? You want not. You want not. You have not. I mean, you want not, you have all. You have all. There are some things that you're still reaching for, right? But you are, it says, am, I am resourceful. I am resourceful. Okay. Do we need to explain that anymore? That's six. Do we had, this is our second six, or did I already say that this was six? Nope. Okay. So that's the first six that we were just talking about. My bad. The three divine columns, the three divine two instances working together in this I am resourceful field. Before that is accepting an eight magic mind, six balance, which is balance here also. That's seven higher levels of being balanced. We already talked about that. So this card here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I shorted us a card. This is number 7. All right, and it's a 3. I am spiritually connected. What was that message that you were just about to say? What was it? What was it? Was it okay? Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll come back because there's a pattern or a connection. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not all of it. Okay. This is the number 7 card. I'm counting them together because I like to count them in their and how they come out as well, because that's another form of communication in the numbers that they come out to. So this is number 7. And for the most part, people reflect number 7 as being like the spiritual realm, the angelic realm. Okay, so not only that, it's a number 3, which is that divine frequency of the power of threes working, that divine union all together, like a creation, the creator, and then the birthing of that, right? Or the creator, or the creator, or the creator. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways to operate from like a divine higher unit. It is not just one way. There's so many ways that you can create a divine union. So anyway, I am spiritually connected with the power 3 in the divine union. And I think what I was trying to connect earlier that kind of fell off was the card before that, which is number 6. I don't know. I think the lighting is kind of different. Can y'all see that? This is number 6 for 51. And how I was talking about how we have like two columns being 3. We have one column over here with the set of 3, and then we have the second column with the second set of 3. So that is how I was trying to connect that I am spiritually connected. How much more connected can you be? You know what I'm saying? You connected on so many different dimensions right now. So many different dimensions. What? You got the ancestors gang, some astros, some names that are unnamed that you are not even aware of, you know what I'm saying, that are helping you expand. Okay. Helping you expand. Sorry, I'm not trying to get too excited because all these threes are coming through. So to me, it's just telling me that you're breaking through signs, or this collective reading, that you're broke through so many different cycles and so many different dimensions and so many different timelines. So the last, oh, wait, we got to flip one more other card. So this is number 8. I am perfect just as I am. That's number 11. Here, let's show it on this side. Yeah, you can see the numbers a lot better here. I am perfect just as I am, right? So if you spiritually connected, you just know that people know that you're crazy, that you're off to the side, that you're some hippie, some fucking shit. You know, I don't know. If you spiritually connected, right? People automatically perceive their low vibrational world, right? But who cares? But naturally, once you're spiritually connected, which is a good thing, you're going to be weird because you went to the far left angled side, opposite in the direction of the robotic society. You know what I'm saying? So being spiritually connected, you're gonna be one of those weirdos. You're gonna be different. Good. Stay that way. Stay true and be perfect, just as you are, not changing. It says you are perfect as you are. You are perfect as you are. So why would you change that? Why would you want to be colluded in this group of same mind, thought, same shit day in, day out, same, generation. Why not be weird? Why not be different? Why not the birds in the air and the fowls or whatever above and below is like, wait a minute, wait a minute, they different. They different. They different. I'm saying. So we got one more card to flip, y'all. Let's see. My bad. Ain't shit going on over there. I keep switching that whole area. I moved that plant that was over there to over here. Yeah, I don't know. I still haven't figured out quite the layout. I'm still moving a lot of stuff around. Anyway, I still love it though. Still figuring it out. So gratitude. So after, we're going to do one more card, but right now we can see that there's patterns in three. There's patterns in threes. It's a lot of patterns in threes. That's what stands out. So what is the last card that we can help bring together? I have talents. Didn't I just say weirdos are winning? Weirdos are winning. Gang, 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 gang. Weirdo. I ain't trying to take ogre. I do know someone, tarot reader, who call her people weirdos, but I can see why though, because the weirdos are winning. The weirdos are winning, baby. I have talents. Up here it said that I embrace my talents. Number 5, as in this new change, you embrace the workforce or whatever that was taking you away from you being able to focus on your talents. Now the final card, gratitude, spirit, thank you. Is that, what number is this? Sorry, that's a little bent. That's 41. Is that 41? Girl, don't tell me that's a 41. That's a 41. Another divine connection. I have talents. Number 5. I embrace my talents. Number 5 as well. So if spirit is not just bridging and telling you straightforward what I just said about being the weirdo, standing out, being different, doing yourself, doing you, embracing yourself, embracing your uniqueness, right? Is going to carry you not only in this reality, but ultimately um, throughout other realities. If you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. Because in this so-called reality here, there's a lot of blocks, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of blockages as far as one can be able to create and develop. Yeah, there's ways to create. They're going to give you ways to create, right? If you know, then you know. They're going to give you ways to create. They're going to tell you how and when and where to create. There's more than one or two ways to create, right? Okay, you being the ultimate creator. Synchronicity indefinitely with I have talent. Spirit is letting you know definitely straightforward that you have talents and for you to embrace your talents. So that's the connection, because both of these cards reflect number 5. So if you see a bunch of 5 5 5s coming at you, okay, knowing that is a reminder, not always as like a striking change, but this change of you embracing your uniqueness, your difference, your idiosyncraticity, okay, all those unusual things that is going on for you, and knowing that you are perfect in that arena, that you are perfect. You were born perfect. Now y'all know, we like most people, right? But y'all know, religious people, Christian people, I don't want to offend, right? Would always have a saying or a quote that God made them just as perfect or sewn them just as perfect in their mother's room. And you motherfucking right. It's just a lot of times we don't make it, okay, through so many different ways. We don't make it. We don't make it to that. We all have it, just like there's so many billion musicians and singers and dancers and people who could play softball and football. There's so many of them, not only those that we get to view on national TV, right? There's other people as well, right? Okay, we all have something more than one, So spirit right now in this very number 9 reading, in this astral reading, right? This astral reflection. Okay. Because these are 9 cards, so we're reading the astral realm. We're doing an oracle card reflecting the astral realm in this transformation in ways that we are all collectively leveling up. I'm sorry to use that, but who cares? In a way of expanding, in a way of leveling up, being aware. Mm-hmm. So spirit is like, I am present. Yes, you guys are present. You are present, 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 present. This field, force field, operates or attempting to only on masculine and feminine energy, right? So spirit is like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it to you, in the language that you know the best, either this masculine or the feminine energy. That's the only energy that most people know here and to operate on, that they all have it figured out. So I'm gonna give it to you like that, right? So you are present in both frequencies. Now, if that's not the ultimate balance here on this earthly plane, in this earthly frequency with masculine and feminine, if that ain't being balanced and being present in that field, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful start. This is the first card. I am present. Gratitude. Thank you. Give thanks in your presence. The next one is you are present because you are embracing your talents. I'm gonna hit this to the floor. I'm gonna run it in the mud. Be indifferent, be unique, be you. You don't have to like go out of your way to be unique. Just be you, be yourself. Even if you're quiet, even if you're an introvert, you know what I'm saying? Stuff will all come together for you, period. Spirit really want us to just get into the uniqueness of ourselves and not get into this robotic nature that's going on right here. You know what I'm saying? Because you're all going to, we're all being collected through our data, so we all are easily tracked. And they know our moves, and nobody knows spirit moves unless you fucking with spirit yourself. So the third card is I am balanced in 7. I think we talked about this card a lot. Yeah, I think we talked about this card a lot about being balanced, operating from high and low, and not allowing, or like who even care, operating, having that function to go higher and having that function and going low, and not becoming diseased and not becoming stressed and not becoming worried by either operations. Okay, being grounded in this 7 field. This is the angelic realm, the angelic field, which are your protectors, your ancestors, okay? So they're saying that you are balanced high and low. So give yourself grace and gratitude on being able to experience life and to move around, because I really feel like people who are able to operate through those fields have operated from a high and low, and they can move and they can operate in any function, in any fields, in any nation, okay, in any gender or anywhere, okay, and still remaining true to themselves, still remaining grounded. It's not, I'm not sure if someone who's completely born or could be, who are grounded and who are balanced automatically. This is like a life experience of being balanced, operating, but still like solid. Solid, you know what I'm saying? On the cross, right in the middle of the crossroads remaining. Okay. So your life is in process, you guys. 10, once again, we had the first card was number 10, meaning your life is ongoing. Okay, there's no giving up, there's too much protection, there's so much power here with these 10s coming up. Okay, that there is probably not going to be a dull moment, but the life is going and the life is life. And okay, the life is in process, which I love to say when this card pops up, is that it is better than doing nothing and having nothing going on. Okay, for real. Better ask somebody. So I like that. Here, let me show y'all the board again. All right. Mm-hmm. Was that card here? Yeah, that is. But that card looks like this one so much. That card looks like that one so much. Accept where you are, accept all the greatness, accept that, like for me, for instance, that my baby teeth were just removed, ripped out of my mouth, right? That my wisdom tooth were just removed out of my, I accept that. I don't give a flying fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I accept that I can make it a story in a book if I really wanted to. A whole story about baby teeth being in your mouth. Okay, you know, when you ain't even no baby. Like, come on. So I accept that. I accept the uniqueness. I accept the gaps that are in my mouth right now. They're only in my mouth for right now. I accept my voice that carries. You know what I'm saying? I accept my very much weird Gemini-ness. You get me? Sorry, let me stop because that Gemini, I'm telling you, once you turn a Gemini up, it's like, gal, please calm down. So next is I am resourceful in 6. So you are resourceful in divinity, in divinity, in divinity, in divine divinity. Okay, those that are around you are supplying you resources. Um, Spirit Realm is supplying you with resources, but there's a lot of threes up in the sixes that's going on with being resourceful. So you have access to whatever you need for you to expand. You have access to all. So if you, no one's worrying here, no one has anxiety here because that automatically just cancel out your resources. Period. It does. That just means that you're not operating, or anyone from the I am, but we're all operating from I am here. Spiritually connected, number 3, which is 12. Um, Spirit is blatantly like, fuck it. I'm just going to let y'all know I am spiritually connected. Stay in your practice, stay in your mastery, stay in your discipline. Those are like the key words of the year: mastery, mastery, practice, discipline, focus, with a smile, and having fun. Who says you couldn't have fun? Okay, by being disciplined, by being your practitioner bag, okay, by being spiritually connected, or don't have fun. I don't care. But life is really for those who want to enjoy the fulfillment of the best of it. We're going to experience the opposite sometimes, or if you can look at that as bad or not, but we're always going to experience the opposite. So experience it, the best of your life. The best way to experience it. Be weird. I am perfect just as I am. Be weird. This is 11. I didn't even say what number this was. This is number 11. I am perfect as I am. 11 gives I am, and it gives 1111, which, 100 times out of 10, if you look up 1111 on Google, it's going to say, um, the angels are with you, and to keep your thoughts positive. They are um, magnetizing so fast and frequently right now. Pay attention to your thoughts. I am, I am, I am, I am. All that deals with is not ego. True sense of self, true sense of being the creator with I am is not an ego. What can be for some people. And I don't care about that. The final card, y'all, is I have talents, which bridges all of everything together that we have today. We have pronounced to not be a motherfucking robot. You know what I mean? There's so many ways not being a robot. Um, it's not only not following the crowd, is that if you see something negative, maybe you shouldn't operate from that field, maybe not feed the fire. Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just operating your true, unique self. I'm not really trying to tell you on the best ways to operate, but if you are to operate, do it from your true aspects, the highest aspects of yourself, because that is where your divine unity kicks in and operate and be speaking for you. Will speak for you. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. I think the connections in here are really strong with being weird, being unique, embracing your talents. Okay. If you don't have time, you at work, you're at school, you got kids, do it 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes a day, most of the days out of the week. Because gradually over time, you'll build up that time. Um, Most of the time we don't work on our strategies and details and our goals is because it's our mind is filled with other things that we have going on. But if you were to spend at least 2, 3, 5 minutes doing it, the majority of the week, that will gradually increase. You'll get some momentum towards it, towards that goal, whatever you're working on. You will get there. You'll gradually get there, but you have to start somewhere. I know y'all probably heard that before, but starting somewhere is your life being in process. It's not being in stagnation. Is that life is working for you, and because you are working for it, you are paying attention to your life. Okay, and that could be like in the next moments or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You're paying attention to what's going on right now. All right, so therefore, whatever's come to tomorrow, they know that you're going to be focused in your thoughts, your ancestors, right? So they're going to come on with it with you. They're going to be riding with you. But if you know what I'm saying, if you're unaware of the operations of the now, then spirit going to be unaware of the operations too. They're going to be unwavering and inconsistent as well. So, showing up for yourself, which looks like we're all doing right now on this board, is giving high elevations. We did have some higher numbers here. We got a bunch of double numbers. We didn't get like a singular number, but I still feel like the frequencies of this oracle reading is very, very, very affirmative. Affirmative action, baby. No, it's all affirmative of me being crazy, weird, and unique. Oh, you weird. Oh, you weird. Oh, you weird. Oh, you weird. Like that was an insult. I promise you, it was never an insult. I was like, thank God. Thinking in my head, like, thank you. I accomplished it. Thank you, because I would not want to be like you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm not like you. Oh my. Thank God. Embrace your talents, even if you're not weird. Embrace your talents, your talents. If you have issues with knowing what your talents are or how to embrace them, send me an email. You would be surprised how many 70-year-old people ask me, 60-year-old people ask me, 50-year-old people ask me, 40-year-old people ask me. People who are younger than like 30, I don't know, they're kind of intimidated. They're probably thinking I'm cussing out, which I'm not. They ask, well, how do I do that? Because it's like, how do they get back into the function of embracing their true uniqueness is, the most simplest way I can tell you right now is doing it a little bit of time every day, every day, every day, every day. That's why we come back in this community to provoke higher aspirations from each individual. Alrighty. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. I'm gonna show the board one more time and see if there's another connection, y'all. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. Is y'all saying anything? Is anybody here? Y'all know I can't tell. I don't be looking. I had to turn away, turn away, turn away. I really don't be looking. Okay. Who's up in here? But I see nobody's chatting or have no question. What? I got you laughing now. Don't harm me, dude. You're slaying that bandana. For real though. Surprise is still hanging on. Mm-hmm. I'll balance you. Oh yeah, you tripping. Okay, nothing, nothing. I want to know what stage. What is the true meaning of life? Right? Oh yeah, that is funny. I think that you make the true meaning of the life. You are the creator of your life. You know what I'm saying? And just know that people will get mad if you say that or if you do that. But oh well, that's just their projections that they don't have the abilities to create. We're gonna say positive. So the true meaning of life, I don't know. I mean, life is what you make it, or ask. an older person probably who's like 100, someone who's balanced, like, an older person who has expanded very, 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 very much, who's very wise. I would probably try with them because based on my perception right now in my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, life is what you make it. And stage for fucking sure on so many levels, on so many levels. How do you think they learned how to stage this life? Because it was already staged before, and it was staged before that, and it was staged before that, just to capture your awareness, to capture your attention, your focus, your capitalism, your focus, your attention is like financial flow acuity, right? So by it being staged is like an act of theater or entertainment that people will pay attention to. But what you pay attention to is what you are going to be building the next day, is what you're going to be growing the next day. So if you're paying attention to TV, media, is totally taken away the attention from the true frequency of yourself, your true uniqueness of yourself. So it's staged on so many really freaking. I was talking to a friend earlier today. It's so many stages in so many ways, so many ways, so many ways, so many ways. But we're here to break all of that because the spiritual realm, your higher ancestors, those in the background, in the dark, that we're reading the shadow codes. We're getting the shadow codes from those who have transcended this reality. They have transcended this reality. So there's nothing new under the sun. I hate sounding cliche. There's really nothing new underneath the sun. You have ancestors who have transcended this reality, okay? Before they started orchestrating your time, before they started orchestrating your births, how to birth, when to birth, who to birth it with, you know what I'm saying? Who you should be, how you should be. You have ancestors who have already transcended all of this fuck shit, right? And they are a lot quicker. They're always going to be a lot quicker than these grids that they have around here. So that is our focus, and that is who we are operating through. And two, all right, this is how we're getting our shadow codes. So you damn right, all this shit is staged. It's in stage, but guess what? You can set up the stage too. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Walk up in this bitch. It's like, I'm here. I'm the writer. I'm director. Get to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. That's how you got to look at those motherfuckers. That's operating from your highest aspects of yourself, from your ancestors, because they're already telling you what's going to go on. Okay, they're telling you to operate from your highest field. That's how they're going to directly commune to you and communicate through you. All right, you set the stage. You know, when you have the stage set for yourself, when you have people set for your attention, baby, begging for your attention, that means you are the main attraction. So keep it that way. Mm-hmm. Keep it that way. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace you setting the mother freaking stage. So if you're thinking of anything that's low vibration or something or someone capturing your mind of all the stage, you be the stage. You set that motherfucker. You set their own motherfucker. Hey, you understand me? Start talking like my mom. You set that motherfucker stage. You get that motherfucker. Chico. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all. Let me stop. No, but for real, true shit. I think it's important. This is why we keep coming back to. It's just a reminder. Us humans, we forget. So it's good to be around like-minded people who loves to operate from the highest aspects of yourself because they'll let you know for real. Sometimes in the most bluntest way, like, okay, here's a field that's high. Let's get back there and let's reach it and let's continue to create and not let people create things for you. You create it for them. The freaking lovely, beautiful sense of life, baby. The beautiful sense of life. On one old man did say that life is like the great circle of life. But, he seemed depressed when he was saying that shit. Life is like the great circle. Like he been back here too many motherfucking times and he's bored or some shit. I don't know. Thank y'all for listening to my randomness. Y'all got any questions or anything? Let's see if anything else comes up. I kind of gotta use the bathroom. Oh my god. Sorry. Was that too much information? Let's see if anything comes up. Yikes! I gotta use the bathroom, but I have to drink some water. Hold on. Anything else? Anyway, so many different thoughts at one time. I like this number nine reading. It might, I don't know, it's up there with 13. I think 13 has a lot of communication. Number nine is like straightforward. I think it's a lot more straightforward. So, this reading, once again, practically like captured all of the transformations that one need into elevating or expanding themselves. So these words are the shadow codes coming through your ancestry and your higher self, right? um, Reminding you, okay, reminding you will frequently always come back to remind you with these oracle cards to operate from the highest aspects of yourself. And it's no fuck shit, it's not kumbaya, all of that, okay? We naturally are kumbaya. That's why we are here doing oracle readings. But knowing that meditating and lighting candles is not the only stage, all right? Sorry. So yeah, that's why we keep coming back because we want everyone to operate from the highest aspects of themselves, finding the avenues, being a reminder to operate from the highest aspects of yourself because this is what your ancestry wants of you. They want you to expand. They don't want us to continue to get trapped in these circles, to be a robot, meaning you can be easily programmed. That means we can easily program your children. We can they're not going to be able to foresee the I am creator's future, but they can foresee a robot because they have programmed it generations after generations after generations after generations. So, ancestry, your higher self, whomever you look upon as being that greater connection of you being connected in this symbiotic relationship, working together, of higher realms working together. Okay, both you're paying attention, you're operating from your highest field, you're aware, you're present, okay, of the ancestry that paved the path for you here today, who have already transcended this reality, right? So you're both operating together to expand ultimately. So it's always a reminder and always good to come back and to be around like minded individuals who have similar messages, you know what I'm saying, on different levels so you don't get bored. Similar messages on different levels so you don't get bored. To be a reminder, again, to operate from the fields of the highest. I'm just looking at my cards over here to see if anything else wants to come out that's talking to me from looking at these cards right now. So don't let the meditation, all the lighting candles, don't get it twisted because we still having fun. We're still having fun always, always. Realityimbalance.com. On there, you can check out the website. Obviously, you can check out the store. I highly recommend you go back and check out all of my writings that I have, talking about holistic health, operating from the highest of your physical, right? Your health and wellness, right? What makes this body solid and operate and functionable. Your mental health, right? Knowing how to critically think, to critically process, how to play over and beyond chest. Taking care of your mental health, all right? Your emotional health, how to process situations, outer stimuli, okay? It's dealing with that emotional spectrum. So that's the third. All right. The fourth is the spiritual. It's only four bodies that I'm dealing with. Most of y'all already know this if you deal with like ancient Kemet or any type of alternative or holistic health. Because okay, so anyway, the fourth is the spiritual body. We know what the spiritual body is the highest senses of yourself. How do you maintain your craft? How do you work on your mastery? Right? What are you do within those realms of your spiritual self? So, like I was going to say that most people do know that the alternative or the holistic health is working with four aspects of yourself, and this beautiful westernization works with the physical body, and everything else is like trickled down to psychiatry, psychology. We're still with mental health, and then when it comes to the physical health, is really, really up to you. You know, you get your fitness trainer. You know what I'm saying? The doctor can tell you what to do, or your holistic health practitioner can tell you what to do, but are you really gonna take care of your physical body? But mainly, your medical doctors, and I'm not putting those down because they have a good community. All those in healthcare, I used to be in healthcare for a long time. I think it's a pretty good community. It just wasn't for me after a while. They just focus on the physical, the outer part. Okay, it's a new age technology of the microwave stage, right? And like I said, your mental health, you dig how you think, how one thinks, how one operates, how one stays disciplined. Your emotional health, how you activate and how you respond to outer stimuli. Very, 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 very important. That's we talk about emotional intelligence over here. Okay, so I'm not going to say anymore. Check out my website, realityandbalance.com. I talk a lot about the four aspects of the self. Not only do I do oracle readings and tarot readings, but I do a lot more working with the four operations of the body, baby, because it's natural for me. It's natural for me to do it that way, to perceive and to look at a person in those four ways without judgment, but just seeing like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I be looking at myself too a lot of times in different operational fields, like, okay, man, I be trying to keep them all together for the most part. They are, but sometimes it'd be like, okay, I gotta up this game right here, and I have to up game this one. So it's always a constant expansion in one field or the other. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Perfect timing. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Oh, okay. What was the thing I always say? I almost forgot. Um, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. The reason why we keep coming up here is because it's to alternate and change the subconscious mind to bring forth those shadow codes that are in the dark into the light. And that is why we're here, and that's why we show up every week, is to bring those dark shadow codes, okay, those higher positive feedbacks that we're receiving from my higher self, and turn them into light sources. Be well, balance, and peace. Peace. Bye, y'all. See y'all guys soon.